Which one should you carry when you go out for a ride? A mini pump or a CO2 to repair your flats? I've always struggled with this myself. I carry CO2s because they're faster, but this is more reliable. You got unlimited air in your pump. The only thing I don't like about the pump is it's big. I don't want to put it in my pocket. If I had one that was efficient and could fit in my saddlebag, I would probably put the pump in my saddlebag. I've carried pumps for a bit, and the thing I can't stand about these pumps is how long I'm on the side of the road just giving it to the tire to put some air into it, right? Where this thing, 2 seconds. I'm first gonna fill the tire up with the CO2. Then we're gonna check the PSI with this pump. Obviously, this isn't gonna be precise. I'm gonna be letting a little air out when I attach the pump to the tire, but we're gonna get an idea. We're gonna see how much PSI you get out of a CO2, and then how long it takes us to pump with the hand pump to get the rough amount of PSI. This tire is completely flat. Let's get this CO2 on this tire and see what kind of PSI we get. So this one, you back it off, and that's how you let the CO2 out. There you go. That CO2 pumped it up good. Like, that tire is firm. Let's get the pump on it. And I want to do this as fast as possible. There we go. Oh, wow. We got 60 PSI. Hopefully you can see that. 60 PSI. We're gonna let the air out. There's probably a whole bunch of different type of hand pumps you could get. This is a standard one. I'm sure there's better ones. I'm sure there's worse ones. This is one that I've seen a lot. So this is the one I'm using today. The way it works is you have the hose that's in the back in the handle, and it screws in. You take it out, and then it screws onto the other end of the pump. I find it easier to screw the hose on first and then put the pump on. It's important that we make sure that this is snug and on there properly so it's getting air. What we'll do is we're gonna start the stopwatch. I'm gonna pump for a minute, check the firmness, and then see if I need to go more. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And I'm not gonna go crazy here like it's a race. I'm gonna pump it like I would on the side of the road. This actually isn't that easy. Like, it starts to, I feel like I'm gonna start sweating here in a second. And the reason is because it's harder to pump. When you start, you're moving, you're not getting that PSI into the tire. But every pump, this gets harder to push. Okay, we're almost at a minute here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's see what we got. That's close. I don't think it's, let's stop that. I don't think that's near. Let's do another 15 seconds. That feels pretty good. Okay, let's let this thing off. Okay, let's get this on here quick so I don't lose any air. That was good. Well, there you go. Just below 60 PSI. So I probably could have got a couple more pumps. I think the other one was right on 60. This looks like 55 or something. It's not precise, like I said. All the other times I used this to pump my tire up on the side of the road, it felt way longer than a minute. But that shows me that this really isn't, it's pretty good. I mean, with a minute and 15 seconds, I got it within 5 PSI, even call it 10. So let's say with 2 minutes, you could get the same PSI as a CO2. But with this, you could probably get it higher than the CO2. So really with the pump, you're trading away space and a little bit of muscle grease and energy for expedience with the CO2. But most of all, what you're getting with the pump is reliability. This most likely isn't gonna break. It could, but most likely isn't. And you can pump up as many flats as your arms can handle with one of these hand pumps. Obviously with the CO2, once it's done, you can't use it again. And here's the other side of it. How many flats are you really gonna go through on one ride? How many tubes can you carry? So it really comes down to personal preference, but I think what it comes down to most is what you're doing. Are you going for 3-4 hour rides every day, 2-hour rides every day, leaving from your home? You probably don't need the hand pump. But if you're going on trips, you're traveling a lot, you're bike packing, I would think a pump is a necessity, and I would choose a pump over a CO2 for sure. I've seen people carry longer pumps. They put them under the top tube and they're like this long. There's different types of pumps. I'm sure there's much better ones than this. If we were getting the tire up to the similar PSI as a CO2, say even in a minute 30 seconds, there's probably more efficient pumps out there that are the same size that, who knows, could do it faster. But I wanted to show you guys, you know, really what the difference was between CO2 and a pump, and let you make a decision for yourself and what suits your needs, what you should carry. I'm impressed. At the end of the video, I think the pump did much better than I thought it would. I thought it was going to take longer to pump that tire up. Shows you that these things are pretty good. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. All that stuff helps me out so much, and I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll see you soon. Bye.